The lion Ted and Mitch McTurtle may drink from the same watering hole, but there is no doubt who is really in charge around here. The Mitch McTurtle has lived in this swamp for hundreds of years and has learned that when the lion Ted approaches, your only choice is to freeze up and hide in your shell. The shell is protected with a layer of Bengay and Old Spice, making the McTurtle unattractive to eat. Yet that doesn't deter this lion Ted, as his goal is to remove the Mitch from the swamp entirely. You see, the Mitch McTurtle is not only useless, but it gives away the lion Ted's water to the gazelles in Ukraine, and that cannot be tolerated. At this point, it is only a matter of time.
What's up, guys? Your boy, Benny. Imagine not living in reality. I'm not talking about Apple Vision Pro. I'm talking about Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell obviously is really suffering from strokes and suffering from brain collapse and physical collapse, but he's also suffering from moral collapse. Because at a time when our border is being invaded, our economy is totally collapsing, when people aren't able to put food on the table for their families and are being kicked out because rent's too damn high, food's too damn high, inflation's too damn high, and our cities are too damn unsafe, Mitch McConnell has the effing audacity to look you in the face as a leader of the Republican Party, supposedly a populist party that cares about workers, and tell you that Ukraine is the most important thing in America right now.
I think we all agree the most important thing going on in the world right now is the war in Ukraine.
Shut the f*** up, Mitch McConnell. What a diseased old bat. Turtle. Bastard this guy is. Man, I really, really do not like Mitch McConnell. I really hate him. I mean, he's really just represents everything so wrong in Washington. Such a generation of people who have combined forces. Here's Mitch McConnell with Joe Biden, resident of the White House, least popular resident in my lifetime, least popular in history at this time in his administration. And here is the leader of the Republican Party hugging him, embracing him, saying that he is truthful and trustworthy. Words that Mitch McConnell has used to describe Joe Biden. This is a perfect crystallization of how the Uniparty works and how they collude against you, the American people, to F all of us over. And Mitch McConnell, well, it looks like he may be getting the Ronna Romney McDaniel treatment sooner rather than later. So we know that Mitch McConnell, of course, has major moral issues, but he also has major health issues. And based on what we hear from various senators that we speak with and guests of the show, Mitch McConnell is not a healthy man. Mitch McConnell has regularly in press conferences straight up had seizures on camera. Watch.
Re-election in 2026.
Look at this. He just trails off and just starts staring off into the middle distance.
Did you hear the question, Senator? Running for re-election in 2026?
And then Battle Axe Karen, who runs his whatever field office there in Kentucky, runs in. Look at this. Look at this screenshot. Isn't that a perfect iconoclast crystallization of our ruling class right there? Isn't that something? Isn't that something? Look at that. Mitch McConnell looking off into the middle distance, not knowing where he is, potentially soiling himself, and then like the battle axe staffer who just gets a paycheck out of this charade sidling up to him. Excuse me, Senator?
All right,
Nope.
I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a minute.
He gone.
Senator. Benny.
Now she calls the security over. Security guard comes over with a earpiece in.
Okay.
And watch
Somebody
this.
else have a question? Please speak up.
And now, and now Battle Axe Kentucky Karen is there blaming the press for not speaking loud enough when her boss just his pants on camera. Of course, not the only time Mitch McConnell's done this. Here's Mitch McConnell doing the exact same thing a couple weeks earlier. Oh, yeah. Hello? Are you good?
Okay, Mitch. Anything else you want to say, or should we just go back to your office? Do you want to say anything else to the press?
And then they have to take him away. They literally have to take him away like he's in a nursing home.
Let's go back to...
Now, not just on camera, but off camera, Mitch McConnell says he has no health concerns after photos showing him literally bruised up like a corpse. Look at this. Like he's literally dying on the inside and the outside. And that is the question here, ladies and gentlemen. What is more repulsive? Mitch McConnell's moral state or physical state? McConnell returns to the Senate after suffering concussion rib injury by literally just falling down a flight of stairs. McConnell fell down a flight of stairs and fractured his rib and suffered a concussion and was out of the Senate for months. Mitch McConnell hospitalized after fall at D.C. hotel. Ironic that it, of course, was the old Trump hotel. Mitch McConnell getting walked off stage. This is what happened after he blanked. And now, of course, the favorite meme of today for me is this. Ronna McDaniel, the Grim Reaper, comes for you too, Mitch. We got Kinzinger, we got Romney, and now Kinzinger, Cheney, Romney, other Romney, and now comes the bell tolls for thee, Mitch. I am the one who knocks, Mitch. You Ladies and gentlemen, Mitch is being called a bitch by his fellow senators. This is incredible. I've never seen anything like this. For my entire adult life, Mitch McConnell has been in charge of the Senate. Okay, for as long as I've been paying attention, he's a fossil. He's 83 years old. And now senators like Ron Johnson are beginning to make fun of him. This is a joke, right? The border bill was like this embarrassment. Now Mitch McConnell is telling everyone to now vote against it after whipping everyone for it and after writing the bill himself. And at the press conferences about how bad this border bill is, Ted Cruz, who's arguably the most influential senator in the Senate, if you include all of his social media, his podcast and everything, Ted Cruz comes out with a flamethrower and just torches Mitch McConnell. Says Mitch McConnell needs to retire. Check this out.
Is it time for Mitch McConnell to go?
I think it is. Look, everyone here also supported a leadership challenge to Mitch McConnell in November. I think a Republican leader should actually lead this conference and should advance the priorities of Republicans. I can tell you what I said when we had that leadership election in November of 2022. It was right after a very disappointing election. 2022, the wind was at our back. It should have been a phenomenal Republican election year. Republicans should have won the Senate. We should have won a big majority in the House. Instead, we lost a seat in the Senate, and we barely got a majority in the House. And I stood up and said, look, in any ordinary organization, when you are faced with failure, if you're running a business and you lose $50 million, you don't just say, hey, everything's great, let's keep doing it. No, you sit down and say, what are we doing wrong? And at that meeting, I turned to Mitch McConnell then, and I said, look, we spent the last 2 years with a handful of Republicans joining with Democrats to pass the Democrat agenda. And I said, maybe that's a good idea. I don't think it is, but someone could make the argument that's a good idea.
Oh, yeah, baby. Reporters shocked in the room being like, I can't, the king has no clothes. If you cannot rule out of fear, which is what McConnell has done for all these years, in the old way that you do this is you rule out of fear. If you've lost that tactic, then you're done for. What happens, by the way, when Mitch McConnell goes home? Mitch McConnell goes home and gives a speech in Kentucky. And this is why you don't see Mitch McConnell making any public appearances any longer. Not just because he's a sick man inside and out, not just because he can't stand on his own 2 feet, falls down the stairs, breaks his ribs, breaks his head open, and not because Mitch McConnell has creepy blue Crypt Keeper hands. No, ladies and gentlemen. It's far worse than that. It's because the people actually hate him. And he can't stand it. He can't stand the fact that this is what the people of Kentucky actually think about him. Go. So let me tell you what. I don't like Mitch McConnell. This is a personal thing for me. I think that him and his team are grotesque and despicable, and I know so many stories that I'll share with you later about why I hate them. But let me tell you what. This is far more of a moral question than it is a personal one for me, or a political one. What is the point of politics? The point of our entire system, the point of our American republic, is so that we, the people, can choose people who represent us. And ask yourself, who does Mitch McConnell represent? Certainly not the Republican Party. Certainly not the For America First movement. Not even like the loser wing of the Republican Party does Mitch McConnell represent. He represents Democrats, actually. It is an abomination to us as Americans and to our system. It is spitting in the face of the way this place was designed to work. So God bless the Republicans in the Senate who are now defying Mitch and who are now proving again that the emperor has no clothes. Mitch McConnell is done for. He is one of the most hated people, if not the most hated person in American politics right now. He should resign. He should retire. And before he does any of those things, he should apologize for betraying our constitutional system, our American republic, and the American voters who put him in office. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure that Mitch McConnell never, ever serves again. If you're a voter in Kentucky, if you're a voter outside of Kentucky, we'll do everything we can to make sure that too. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe if you want Mitch McConnell to resign now. See you.